I just got back from my country store and I figured I would show you guys what I got, and then I have some other projects today I'm hoping to get done in the kitchen. We'll see what happens, but I'm starting off with a bag of ambrosia apples. I got 2 bags, they were $5 a piece, ambrosia, and then last year we stopped at a local orchard and got these golden delicious ones, except for this size bag is like $25, but this one was only $5, so I got these for the kids. I'm trying to get more used to their deli. I go to this country store a lot, but I've never utilized their deli. So I went there mainly today to figure out what they have in their deli, cheeses, meats, things like that. So I got a pound of Munster, $4.99. I also got a pound of hard salamis. My husband and myself are loving these recently, being on carnivore, $6.38. And then I also got a pound of hickory smoked ham for the kids for lunches over the next couple of days, $5.88. Not bad. Very happy with these. And I saw, after I placed this order, I was looking through their deli a little bit more because they have a pretty big selection there. I saw that they sell bacon that they slice themselves. You can get whatever thickness you want for $6 a pound. So I'm definitely gonna be getting that next time. They also have some smoked cheddars and things I want to look into getting next time. So I just stuck with our basics for now, and next time I'll probably venture out and get some more. I did get 2 pounds of carrots for the kids. They're locally grown, very nice. This was $5.50. Definitely more than what I would have paid in a grocery store, but happy to get it there. I also got a chicken soup base, one of my favorites. Baking season, Cleo picked out these sprinkles for the holidays, so I'll stick these away for Christmas. I went in there for this as well. This is actually a cheddar broccoli and rice mix. I'm going to be making some rice bags for like dump and go rice for the kids, and I wanted this for that, so I got that. A whole bunch, what is this, 2.3 pounds of red raspberries. I'm hoping to make jam out of this if my kids don't find it first. I also got 2 things of raspberry turnovers. I got one for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna stick these away. The other one I figured I would surprise the kids with for breakfast tomorrow morning. And then also for Thanksgiving, my favorite are these blackberry and cream cheese fans. These are really, really good. There's 4 of them in here, so we'll do this for Thanksgiving breakfast. And then Cleo obviously was with me, and she picked these yogurt animal cracker things, $4 for this. So that was kind of my little country store haul. Very happy with this. I was really excited that they still had apples, but really happy with my deli picks, and I will definitely be going back to and getting more cheeses from there and meats and things in the future. Our snack jar has been full of Halloween candy since Halloween. It's finally empty, and I'm gonna fill it with a homemade Chex Mix. Sometimes I will bake the Chex Mix in the oven with like some ranch seasonings and things, but today I think I'm gonna keep it pretty basic. Today I'm gonna keep it pretty basic though, because I just don't have a lot of time, and I'm just gonna dump a ton of things in here and call it good. We're gonna go with some pub style pretzels, and this basically has like a ranch seasoning on it. I get those from Aldi. I have some goldfish here that I buy in bulk from Sam's Club. I have some Chex Mix, well, Chex cereal. And then I thought I had Cheez-Its up here, but I think one of my kids carried them downstairs actually, which is fine. And I also got some M&M containers from Sam's Club. They were on rollback, like $3 off. Plus you got Sam's Cash if you bought them. So I bought a Christmas colored ones that are peanut butter filled, which is our favorite by far, and then the mini M&Ms. If I was being super fun, I would throw those in here, but because we literally just finished the Halloween candy, I don't think they need more candy in here, so I'm just gonna leave this as is. But if you wanted to be really fun, you could throw a handful of those in here. Another good thing that would be in here would be like maybe some honey roasted peanuts or some cashews or something, or raisins. My kids aren't really huge on raisins, otherwise I would put those in here. and then just shake it. Add what you want, dried cranberries, literally whatever. And then I will just leave this on the counter, and usually we keep like red Solo cups, and the kids will just put some in red Solo cups and take their snack. And that is gonna be our 3 ingredient, really easy, quick Chex Mix. Started off this day, well, not really started off, but I made my go-to sourdough artisan bread recipe. If you are wanting this recipe, I have a full video coming out on this. This video actually goes out the first day of Vlogmas, December 1st. It's an 8-minute video. It's really short and sweet, but I'm going to show you guys my go-to artisan bread recipe that we have been absolutely loving. Even my kid who doesn't like homemade bread. I started off another project here. I wanted to make some dump and go rice bags for convenience, kind of like a Nor's Side type thing. So I decided to take some of my home canned salsa, throw it in the dehydrator, and get it going. I have 2 different types of salsas, so I put in 2 different types of salsas just to see which would dehydrate better. And the next morning, we had to start on some raspberry jam. Earlier in this video, I got those frozen raspberries. My idea was to make these into jam, and I needed to get that done before my kids realized I had them, because if my kids found them, they were gonna be gone and we were gonna get no jam. So I went ahead and started a raspberry jam as well. I'm so sorry. This voiceover is gonna be so loud. I have both the babies on my lap right now playing, but we gotta get it done, right? Added in all of my sugar. I actually added in about a little over half the amount of sugar that it called for. We're trying to reduce our sugar intake a little bit, and the jam was delicious. It's still set. When you're taking sugar out of jams, I would highly recommend canning them in a smaller jar, because the sugar also acts as a preservative, so they tend to mold a lot faster. Finally, getting to those rice bags we were talking about. Because my husband and I are eating carnivore, we're not eating these at all, obviously. So these are more for the kids. Our go-to rice, if we're not doing a plain rice, is a Mexican rice, which is what the salsa was for, and maybe like a cheesy broccoli rice. So I did 1 cup of rice in my Ziploc bags. I put in a decent amount of that dehydrated salsa that I would put in fresh if I were not dumping this in a bag. And then I added in a little bit of beef base. You can do chicken base, really whatever you want. I don't notice a big difference in taste when I do beef base or chicken base. So I used beef because I had a lot more beef. The next bag is actually this rice and broccoli cheddar soup mix that I got from the Amish. So there's already rice in here. So I'm just gonna take a good spoonful of that, dump that in my plain rice, and that's gonna be our cheddar broccoli rice. I wanted to do a plain beef rice and a plain chicken rice just so that I could dump these in. And when I say beef and chicken rice, I mean I just dumped in beef base and chicken base into these. Push out all the air, seal them in a container in the pantry. I'm trying a new sourdough bread recipe today. My picky bread eater likes the sourdough. She said the outside of the crust on the artisan bread is just a little bit too much for her texture-wise. So we looked for a recipe together. This is the one she wanted me to try. We're gonna give it a go. I have everything in my bowl except the flour. I'm gonna mix it up, and hopefully tomorrow, because I'm gonna bulk ferment it in the fridge tonight, we'll have a bread recipe for her to try for tomorrow. And if it goes well, hopefully this will be my new bread recipe for the foreseeable future, which is great to have right before the holidays. So that's why I want to try it out now. So let's go ahead and finish off this bread. So spoiler alert, I end up doubling this recipe because one of these loaves I did the exact recipe, and one loaf I added no sugar. This recipe called for, I think, 1/4 cup of sugar, which the thing that I like most about sourdough bread is that there's no sugar in it, right? So because we're on this kick trying to reduce our added sugar intake, I wanted to see, does the sugar really make a difference in the bread? And I don't think it does. I think They both came out really good, both loaves of bread. They were a little dense. They didn't rise as much as I would have liked, but first time for a recipe, that's kind of par for the course sometimes. So the more we do the recipe, the better it will get. Still made delicious sandwiches, and my non-homemade bread lover absolutely loved these loaves. We're gonna keep trying this recipe and hopefully it just gets better. Another project that we tackled this week, once again, this is a full video coming out during Vlogmas. We're doing Christmas cookie jars and also brownie jars. So we're doing, I think we did 3 different types of cookies and we did 2 different types of brownie mixes. I'm so excited to share this video with you guys. This video comes out during Vlogmas as well. Super excited about it. So that is kind of all the projects we tackled this week here on the homestead. I hope wherever you guys are, you're having a fantastic day heading into the holiday season, and I will catch you guys in another one.